2022.
Good morning and happy Monday. Hope you're starting your week off great because we certainly are. It's Angel and Tim, and we're going to be talking about Merlion, skeletons, cyborg, cockroaches, and all sorts of weird stuff because we have Pann Lim in the studio. Pann, of course, is the co-founder and creative director of Kinetic Singapore. So, Pann, tell us a little bit about why you're here to talk about the Unnatural History Museum of Singapore, because you're not. I explain this.
So of course, one of my main motivation of coming here this morning is, of course, to talk about the exhibition. That's one thing, and I feel like it's one of those exhibition that I would encourage Singaporeans to visit. Then, of course, if you are visiting Singapore, please pay a visit as well, because you'll learn something about country.
Okay.
So I think that's why, and possibly also talk about the Merlion fossil.
Yeah.
So I think, because I don't think I have done enough research to claim that this is probably the first time Singaporeans are seeing this.
Yeah.
But I will say probably this is the first time Singaporeans are seeing the fossil of Merlion, and likewise for the world.
Okay. And of course, what is particularly interesting about this whole Unnatural History Museum of Singapore is because parents are always looking for new places to bring their children,
100%.
right? And after a while, you're just tearing your hair out going, how do I keep them occupied, particularly during school holidays, on weekends, after school. And so this is something which I don't think any parent has ever thought about bringing their child for. And when I went through the brief, the PR slip that came in, can I just say you guys had me at cyborg cockroaches.
Oh, nice.
Tell us more about that.
But maybe before that, let me share why this exhibition. So this exhibition was commissioned by Design Singapore Council. When it came to us, they came to us with a brief that says, do something, an exhibition of a particular scale under the theme Nation by Design. So that got the team, brainstorming, and we were looking through and researching about Singapore's history. And we came across this quote by our former PM Lee Hsien Loong. He said that Singapore is a nation by design. Nothing we have today here is natural. Somebody thought about it, made it happen. Nothing was by chance. So I think when we thought deeply about it, right, I think it's really true. I mean, in 60 years, where we are today is nothing short of a miracle. I think we can all agree, especially when we do not have abundance in natural resources, right?
Yeah.
We do not have.
Yeah.
But that said, right, we do have abundance.
Of cockroaches?
No. Better than that. So we have abundance in bold ideas, bold innovations, policies that actually transform us in that short 60 years. So I think using that as an inspiration, we're thinking, nothing we have today here is natural. So means that it's man-made, right?
Yes.
Then we went further ahead to think, everybody knows what a natural history museum is. Every country at least will have one natural history museum. Like for Singapore, we have Di Guangqian.
Yeah.
Right? So we thought, then why don't we do the opposite? Let's feature in a style, artistically as well, in the style of a natural history museum, but feature unnatural things.
Flipped on its head.
Yeah, flipped on its head. And one of the main thing that you really need to have is bones. Because if you go into a natural history museum, you always see fossils, dinosaurs, whatnot. And that was our first inspiration.
That's true. Okay, let's talk about bones and the Merlion in particular on The Big Show TV. Join us there because we have photos as well. Here's Gigi Perez with the Sailor Song on Kiss 92.
Okay, so I think everyone who's tuning in right now, watching us on Big Show TV, they probably want to know, this Unnatural History Museum of Singapore, when is it? Where is it? 11th September to the 26th of October. You can find it over at the National Design Centre, which is at 111 Middle Road. And this is the best part. Admission is free.
Yay, we love that. Okay, so tell us, because we left off going on air with the fossils and the bones. Tell us a little bit more about the Merlion skeleton that you have.
Sure. So I think I'll start with a very brief history. So why Merlion was created in the first place? So it was created in 1964 by Singapore Tourism Board. 1 year before we even went independent as a nation. It was initially designed as a logo. It was like for for like a promotional materials just
Yep.
to give Singapore an identity. But then in 1972, we went ahead further and the statue was made. So the current statue stands, if I'm not wrong, at 8 over meters. The one that we have at National Design Centre stands at 6 meters.
Okay.
2 meters shy from the original.
What, are you telling me that this is not a real Merlion skeleton?
It is.
What? Don't ruin my childhood dreams.
So what you just said is actually quite interesting, because I did overheard people saying, I thought the Merlion was fake.
There it is,
Oh
and
my
you see
God,
it on
yeah.
the screen.
So they said I thought the Merlion was fake. Yeah.
For everybody who's not watching, or rather, please turn your attention to the Big Show TV, where we see these bones, the skeletal structure. I would like to know, how did you look at our Merlion
Yeah.
and then go, I wonder what it would be like if we
Inside.
pulled off the skin and the flesh off the Merlion, what it would look like from the inside.
Sure. So just a little background. I'm definitely not a studious type. I do badly at studies, but from young I really do like all this anatomy, bones and whatnot. So this project came as unknowingly it came, and for us, we just as a team at Kinetic, we study the actual Merlion statue, and we know it's made from a lion head and a fish body, right?
Right.
Okay. Why a Merlion head? Why a lion head is because we were once Lion City. We were called Lion City, and once we were a fishing port. So these two became the concept behind this creature. So we took naturally online and searched for
A
lion
lion's
head
head.
skull. So
Right.
that will already inform us how it will look like. Then we went to study it on fish. In order for the statue to have such a so-called robust rib cage, right? Fish is too small. So we went ahead and find a bigger fish, which is of course the whale.
Oh, so that's actually
it's
a whale body skeleton.
Whale
Okay.
rib cage, right?
Okay.
Then from the vertebrae onwards, of course, we transited from a lion's spine into a whale's one. Then, of course, one thing very unique about the Merlion is that
The
very
tail.
curved tail.
Yeah.
Nothing in nature has that. So that we have to use our creative freedom based off the spine that we have and into a fish tail bones as well. And for small fish, again, the tail bone wouldn't be so defined.
Yeah.
So we use a whale's one as well.
So a lot of
Amazing.
thought went into this.
Of
It wasn't
course,
just
yeah.
anyhow, let's Google fish and then
And-
Google lion head and then
Yeah.
we just Photoshop together.
But
Yeah.
what is it made of?
Oh yeah, so within this Merlion fossil structure, there's a steel frame. Then the exterior is made from fiberglass.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
made from
Okay,
fiberglass.
very cool.
Can I just say, for the next one, right? Maybe you should show skeleton of Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
Since we're looking at fictional, mythical creatures, right? Okay, so how many different exhibits are you going to be featuring over at the Unnatural History Museum of Singapore?
I think total there are 29 exhibits.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's I think when you walk in, we went with things that were not seen typically at museums. So we went in for a very so-called strong, I would say violet bluish color, in contrast with pink as accents, in contrast with orange as accent, and a green, some sort like a lime green as an accent, so that while some of the structures does look like a museum structure, but you have not encountered this kind of colors before in a space like that.
Feels very Peranican to me, like those kind of colors, the pink and the green.
There is some sort of that, and I think feels unnatural
Yeah,
to walk into a
okay.
space. So even in a sense of a color psychology wise, we want people to step in and they just, what is,
Little bit of a shock.
Then later you will see the tall Merlion, which you will not miss.
Yeah.
It's 6 meters tall. So and it's within a space and
Yeah.
closed. You will not miss it. Then alongside you will see the other exhibits which we can go into.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, tell us. I mean, tell
Yeah.
us a little bit more about
Yeah.
what someone sees as they walk in.
Yeah, sure. I think the first one when you walk in, which I have to mention, will be you will be greeted with some sort like a greenhouse, small greenhouse, with a art piece done by a British artist called Kate Keto. It's a orchid sculpture made from paper, which of course is our national flower vendor, Miss Joaquim.
Right.
The reason why is that, of course, as many people know or do not know, is actually a hybridization of two different orchids.
So that in itself is unnatural,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
man-made. That's
Yeah.
man-made. So, and it's our national flower, and we have so much to talk about it. So, at every exhibit, there will be a panel with enough information. And we also have a QR code for geeks who like to read more. Because exhibition goers are many types. Like people
Yeah.
who go in just to do photo things.
Yes.
Just to,
Instagram.
just take a few photos and they just, okay.
I've been there.
Timestamp, I'm done this
Yeah.
at when and blah, blah, blah. But
Right.
there are truly people who are interested to dig into the information, right?
Yeah.
So we have a QR code, you can scan, you can go further.
Okay.
But if not, the concise information is enough information for you to take home. Like for instance, for the orchid panel, you will talk a bit about our orchid diplomacy. If we have overseas delegates, VIPs, very important people that arrive in Singapore, at occasions, special orchids are hybridized for
Yep.
them in their name. So that is what we call like using the soft power.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously so many different exhibits. We're going to run through more of them in just a little bit, including
Oh, sure.
my favorite one, which is the Terminator Kachua, the cyborg
Wow.
cockroaches.
I love that.
But what would you say would be the pièce de résistance? The oh, sorry.
No,
Okay.
we'll hold on to that
Well,
thought.
yeah.
Go for traffic, and then we'll go on air.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Kiss 92 Traffic.
Okie dokie, what do we got? AYE towards Tuas, vehicle breakdown at West Coast Way exit. CTE towards AYE, heavy traffic between Brattle and Ang Mo Kio Avenue 5. And on the BKE towards PIE, vehicle breakdown before Mandai Road exit.
All right, we're sitting in the studio with Pann Lim, co-founder and creative director of Kinetic Singapore. Also, the very special team behind Unnatural Museum of Singapore, which is ongoing right now until the 26th of October. They're open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the National Design Centre. And we're talking about cyborg, cockroaches, orchid diplomacy, Merlion fossils. But, Pann, we also want to mention that you are no stranger to the public eye. You apparently are from Concave Scream.
Oh, I knew. See, the
Local
moment I saw
musician,
the moment I saw the
Concave Scream.
goatee, I was like, "This is a rock star right there."
Someone commented on our Facebook feed.
Now.
Yes,
Oh
right
my
now,
God.
right now, live says, "Hi Pann, I remembered you from your Concave Scream days." So
Hello.
from alternative band to
Alternative art.
alternative art. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that journey from there to there.
Yeah, I mean,
You wanted to hide that fact. Didn't
No,
you?
no,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, friends know that I used to be quite busy in the music scene. I think that came. The challenges came when, of course, become a full-time father.
Right.
Of course,
Okay,
yeah.
there's no part-time father lah. Yeah. So after that came then work. I mean, when we were doing music, I think I was still in my late teens. Then there was a good run of like we did 5 albums.
Oh, nice.
We did 5 albums.
Bro, you still look like you're in your late teens, like.
Very old teen. You mean very old teen.
You still
Yeah.
you still catch up with your
Oh, yeah,
band?
yeah, of
you
course,
guys
of
still
course.
play?
Play no.
Okay.
Play no. But
It's time for a reunion.
But we do our own projects because you find your own time and you don't need to coordinate. So in such a difficult fashion,
Yeah.
it's difficult to coordinate with everyone. Sean, who was the lead singer of the band, is actually doing quite still very in touch with the scene. He's from Hanging Up the Moon, so he's still performing and doing
Okay.
shows. Yeah, so. We still have it in us to the love for music. But I call myself the bedroom musician lah. And now these days with all the equipment, you are able to simply record stuff.
Each part, and then it's sort of melded together. You don't have to be in the same place, right?
I mean the energy of wanting to create is still there.
Yeah.
So I do on a very side project where I play music in honor of my dad. I got in touch with music because I grew up in a family of musicians. My father is a full-time violin teacher. My mom is the music teacher. Then my sister at a very young age was like playing for a Singapore Symphony Orchestra.
Prodigy.
Wow.
Yeah. So and my second brother also played music. So naturally, my dad also wanted us to grow up as musicians. However, I took a turn. I found it nice, but I didn't like how it was so regimental. Like every day you must do this, do this, do this. And growing up as a teenager and in the 80s, classical music wasn't the way for me.
Wasn't cool.
Yeah,
at
wasn't
all,
cool.
yeah.
Like you can see, I'm still wearing a Depeche Mode t-shirt. So growing up, I was more in touch with not the kind of music my dad wanted me to go into.
Yeah.
So eventually started a band and played with Sean and Dean and Victor and Juan and Andy. We had a few lineups because over a course of like how long were we doing? Since 94 until 2007.
Wow, that's a good run.
Or 2008, I think somewhere there. Yeah.
Definitely an unconventional journey when it came to music, and now an unconventional career as well. We're going to be talking more about the unconventional exhibits over at the Unnatural History Museum of Singapore on Big Show TV.
Yeah, if you want to join us, we're going to be looking at cyborg cockroaches. Join us on YouTube and Facebook at Kiss 92. The time right now is 8:21.
Kiss 92 time check.
All right, so we were asking earlier on, the pièce de résistance, out of all the different exhibits over at the National Design Centre for this Unnatural History Museum of Singapore, would you say the Merlion fossil, that's the main one?
One of the main one, because for the sheer size of it and for the fact that, like what I said, probably the first time the world is seeing this. Yeah, so that itself and plus the story behind it. Along others, of course, depending on where your interest is. Like for instance, just now we were casually talking about the cyborg kachua, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
can we bring up the cyborg kachua?
Yeah.
Oh, look at those.
So that piqued your interest. That is also one of my favorite exhibit.
Why you never bring, bro?
Because firstly, I don't have it. And I think
you don't have it, right? Okay.
I mean, the exhibit is
has
kind
it,
of
right, yeah.
I thought you lost it.
No. I think it's still. Wow, it's just a cockroach. Maybe I talk a little bit about it.
Sure,
so cyborg cockroach. It was included in the curation because it was very meaningful. This Madagascar hissing cockroach is typically a lot bigger than our local variant that we are familiar with.
They have this in the fragile forest at the zoo.
Yes, they are huge. So
Shalini's losing her mind.
It's strapped on with a so-called electronic backpack with thermal sensors and what it can do is you'll be able to transmit a video of heat sensing, almost like when you watch Predator.
Yeah.
You have that. You have that heat signature video. So what happens is it was deployed in the recent Myanmar
earthquakes,
where I think it's able to detect heat signature and you know where could be life
people
form.
or
signs
under the
of
rubble,
life.
But you can't control them remotely though, right?
They can.
Oh, they can control them.
So by sending certain signals, it can nudge them left and right, and they can recall them back as well.
So you're not really like remote controlling them. It's just little zaps.
Okay, frankly, I've not seen them doing it.
Okay.
But from when I spoke to the Professor Sato, he told us that he will send signals. It will nudge them left and right.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, for disaster zones and all that, this is fantastic.
And what's more amazing, right, is of course we thought about the how curious and interesting this is, and how do we showcase it. So we actually collected rubble, and in the exhibit, if you want to pull out the image, So if you can see, based on the crevices are so minute, so small. So when I spoke to Prof Sato said that we can definitely make robots this size.
Okay.
However, the robots this size, the battery will be even smaller, and the battery life will be like 3 to 5 minutes.
Short, yeah.
So if you can imagine, you enter the rubber 2.5 minutes, you have to detour out. You will not find anything beyond a certain distance, right?
So how long do these batteries last?
This powered by is their own. It's a live cockroach. But so you use its own bioenergy.
No,
Wow.
but I'm saying the camera and
Oh, that
everything
one
that's
can
on
last,
it.
last
it lasts
for
a long
long,
time,
last for long.
right?
So-
Okay.
and the cockroach can move for hours.
Yeah.
And they can recall them back. Yeah.
So these ones that you have at the exhibit are actual Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
So the one we have there is actually just a what I call a model kit.
Oh,
because
Oh, these are not the real ones.
the
Okay.
real ones are with them because
Okay.
actually they were actually very open to sharing there. However, after we did a so-called like a discussion panel, and I think it was quite a large number of people are afraid to see live cockroaches lah. So
Especially if they escape from the tank.
Really?
So in the end the decision was to also in view of that don't put a
Okay.
live one.
Even behind glass. You think people would have been scared? I think that would have been awesome.
Yeah, for me, I want it, but because I've run exhibitions with live specimens before.
Bit harder.
Complications.
It's not that straightforward.
Yeah.
What if it poops or something? Someone need to open up and clean
Clean
it because
it. Yeah.
then if there's a bit more poop, you'll get someone will take a photo
Complaints.
and they'll just say, "Oh, living in bad condition."
Oh my
Yo.
god.
So and so
Poor
forth.
cockroach.
Yeah. No.
Or the
It's
next day,
okay.
next day when you come in, you switch on the light, like they're gone.
yeah.
Where are they?
So what else? What else can people look forward to besides the cockroaches, the orchid,
Yeah.
the fossil?
Yeah, then okay, again I talk about the ones that I feel
That
interesting.
resonate with you, yeah.
Interesting. So we
Actually, you know what?
yeah.
Can we hang on?
Sure.
We're coming up. Yeah.
Oh, we're coming up
Okay,
for traffic.
yeah.
Okay. This is the last stop
Yep.
set, yeah?
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the TPE towards PIE, heavy traffic between Loyang Avenue and Lorong Halus. KPE towards ECP, an accident has occurred before Airport Road. PIE towards Tuas, another accident before the BKE. And on the PIE towards Changi Airport, take note of a vehicle breakdown before the BKE.
If you're just joining us, it is Angel and Tim on The Big Show, and we have just come off The Big Show TV showing pictures of cyborg cockroaches as well as that Merlion fossil. We're speaking to Pann Lim, who is the co-founder and creative director of Kinetic Singapore, and also behind the team that has built the Unnatural History Museum of Singapore.
That's right, which is going to be running between the 11th of September, which means later on this week. No, sorry. Started already.
passed
11th
already, yeah.
September was last month. Till the 26th of October. I feel a bit kasihan lah. This is going to end just before Halloween because I feel like this would totally fit in with the Halloween theme, right?
Yeah, possibly could. Yeah, so maybe to talk more about interesting exhibits. We also have urban farmer Pann Lim. One of his main interests is to build very affordable so-called, he call it crab condo.
Crab condo.
Yeah, so as we all know, we are land scarce. So one part of this exhibition focuses on how Singapore, as a country with very little land, things are made vertical, right? Vertical living. Even our columbarium, we have that vertical, right? So one of the under this vertical living, which I really like a lot, is Pann Lim's crab condo. So he uses very straightforward things that you can buy off the rack, like Toyogo plastic drawers in a tower. So that tower, he call it a condo. So within this plastic tower, I mean, I had a good fortune of setting the setup with him because he does a lot of workshops. So with you can engage him and he can show you in a group how to set up this crab condo during his workshop. It's just buying these plastic tubs and he drill with very common PVC pipe that you can buy off the rack, and with a pump and a UV filter, you can actually rear mud crabs, the one that we enjoy eating. So you can buy small ones sometimes at supermarkets.
Yeah.
And you know these days crabs are expensive.
And rear them in your home.
Yeah,
oh
rear
my,
them. So you
okay.
can rear them as pets or you want to farm them.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is to farm, and it goes beyond crabs. You can do lobsters. You can do any I can't remember the actual term. Maybe it was caven creatures, like creatures that like to be left alone.
Yes.
Left alone, like crabs, flower crabs, lobsters, certain fish. That one I'm not because I didn't feature any fish, so I can't remember that. But there were fishes that he said that could be as well. So inside our at the current location, we have this exhibit where is that crab condo, and because it's translucent plastic from the side, you can see
The crabs.
there's a giant mud crab there. There's mantis shrimps, there's lobsters, there's a flower crab. So they are live. So just now, remember we talked about live cockroaches, whatnot. But I think Shannon has kindly, like, he's helping us maintain. He'll come down every 3-4 days to maintain. Yeah.
These creatures are actually
There, but do not touch them. If you want to have a visit to the hospital, you can put your finger into the mud crab. They are huge. The claws were huge.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Pann Lim. So if you want to see a crab condo, I'm sure no one has seen that before. A Merlion fossil orchid an orchid that's been recreated, right? That we use for diplomacy, as well as cyborg cockroaches. All you have to do is head down to the National Design Centre, 111 Middle Road. The exhibition goes on until the 26th of October. Pann, thank you so much for being here.
One more thing.
Yes.
Fans are concave scream. They bring their old CDs. You will autograph not there.
I autograph anything.
He'll autograph anything, even your cockroaches. All right, thanks so much, Pann Lim. Once again, that's the Unnatural History Museum of Singapore.
Thank you.